Boop.
So hi Rob, how are you today?
I'm okay. Can't complain.
How's your week?
It was pretty alright. Yeah. Usual stressors, but they weren't really like hitting me as hard.
Okay. Do you mind telling me more about how you handled your stress this week?
I started doing more of what we talked about last time, like the breathing exercises and like body scan stuff, and that seemed like it helped out.
That's good. How did it feel like getting to use those techniques?
It felt good, because usually after like, I don't know, I'm like mad or something like that, I realize it after the fact, and it feels like I lost some control in the situation. That sucks. And this let me like take a step back and just let me chill out. So that was cool about it.
Good. So this is our last session.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you feeling about this being our last kind of time together?
Feels good. It feels like we covered some ground, like really learned stuff about me, like more than just skin deep. So yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I feel like we've made a lot of progress. We've talked about a lot of things. We've covered a lot of ground, like the stress that you're dealing with, and then we've also gone over some ways to like manage that stress. And it sounds like you're feeling pretty good about the stuff we talked about.
Yeah, I feel like this is stuff I could really use.
So, do you want to talk more about the techniques and the interventions that we did?
Sure. I really like the breathing one. Because like I told you before, like it feels like my heart would just like start racing, and then like being able to take those breath exercises just like really calm me down, like let me find my center. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
And like let me like, instead of just be mad, like come to my senses and like let me think about how I want to like react instead of just react. So that was cool.
Yeah, it can definitely be helpful to think about how you want to do stuff before just doing stuff in the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you see yourself using these things in the future?
I see myself just using these when I start like noticing I'm getting tense, because I'm better able to like see that about myself after coming here. So like, just know I can like do this breathing stuff anywhere at any time I'm starting to feel tense. So that like gives me some extra security in like the future.
You said you were able to use this past week?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like when I was talking to my dad, just like the usual stuff that like makes us at odds, like I was able to just, even before going in there, I was able to just like, all right, let's breathe, let's chill out, and let's go for it. And like I was using it a little bit like while we were talking too. So it felt like we like went somewhere new, and that was cool.
Okay, yeah, you said you went somewhere new with him. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure. Instead of just having it out like we usually do, we were able to like kind of like see where the other person was coming from and like really talk about it. And like we walked away both feeling happy. That was cool.
That's good. Yeah, because I know you had a lot of issues dealing with talking to him when we first started our sessions, and I know that was like causing a lot of stress for you. So it sounds like you've been able to come to terms with that a little bit.
Totally. Yeah. And I feel like he has too, because like we were both stressed out and we didn't really care to find out how or why, but this time we kind of were, so we're able to understand each other a little more.
Yeah, it could definitely be helpful to see both sides and just kind of explain how you're feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it totally helped.
Good. So how are you? Oh, I don't know.
You got it.
I can edit it, but
What else are you doing?
I don't know. Technique check.
We'll talk about determination.
Okay. Well, yeah. So this is our last session.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you feeling about this being our last session? Is there anything else you want to cover, or?
I really liked anything else I want to talk about. I guess I want to keep talking about like, I don't know, because like I've never really went to therapy, so like this being the last time, just like it feels surreal because like I feel like I'll be able to like take this kind of stuff with me, which is cool. Like it's not just like school where I go there, I'm in school and then I leave and I don't have to think about it. Like this is the place where like I can really think about how to better myself and just like better the situations I'm in. So like, yeah, I feel like I'm ultimately glad I went to therapy because I was able to kind of learn how to handle situations a little better.
Yeah, and some of the techniques that we talked about, like the breathing, is good because it's something you can do with yourself anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you have to like take yourself away from the situation.
Yeah.
You can do it in the moment, so it's a really good way to like calm down.
Yeah, it's definitely, just let me chill out after a while.
Is it something that you see yourself continuing to do when you're facing stressful situations?
Totally, because like ever since I first started doing it like here like a couple weeks ago, I feel like I've like just gotten better at it and it's helped me that much more every time. So like that's pretty cool about it. Like you can just keep going up and like hopefully it can just keep helping. So
Yeah, it sounds like it's been able to help you get through a lot with your dad and also with talking to your mom. I know we mentioned that last week, how you were able to have a really good conversation with her.
yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, so just recapping from what we've talked about your whole time in session. So I know we talked about the stress you're having at home with all your responsibilities, taking care of your siblings. How are you feeling about that whole situation?
I'm feeling better because like now that I'm able to talk to my folks, like I feel like we have each other's backs a bit more. And that's awesome because like for the longest time I never thought that was gonna happen. And now we're able to talk about stuff and kind of work more as a team and like a family, I guess. And that's never really happened. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know when we started you didn't really have that sense of family or that connection with them. It was really hard to have a conversation, kind of get through and like say how you were feeling. So
Totally.
yeah, that's good to hear that that's a whole better.
Yeah.
I know we also talked about some anxiety around going to after school study groups. And I know you were able to use some of the breathing and the meditation techniques to kind of calm down. So how are you feeling about moving forward with that? And then also taking that into college with you because I know you have college coming up soon.
It feels good because like I wasn't able to keep focused before because I was so anxious and like it helped me just ground myself, focus on what I needed to focus on right there. And yeah, it just helped me be in the moment with that stuff instead of just like freaking out. So that's cool too.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
So since this is our last session, is there anything else that you would want to cover before we wrap up today?
Not really, cause like I feel like all the stuff that has been hitting me lately, just like it's either not hitting at all or it's a lot less, and I know how to like handle myself with it, and that's what therapy's helped me do. Like it helped me be able to reflect and be in the moment and like find a more positive situation or like solution compared to just like acting out because that's how I feel and I don't care about anyone else's feelings. So like this is cool because like it helped me like just realize more about everything going on in my life.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of your stress feels more manageable now.
Totally. Can like kind of put everything in its right place.
Good. Well, so I think that about wraps up our last session.
Well, thank you very much,
You're welcome.
therapist Julia. Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Okay.
Hey.